the members lounge. The Holy Spirit is poured out upon, that means the consciousness of Christ is upon the planet like never before. God's pouring out his glory upon us. You get visions, superpowers, psychic awareness. Amazing things are happening in the collective because we're in duality. It's the opposite of what you're seeing. We're going into purity. So this is how you'll know, is when you will actually, without them doing anything. Right? So you're sitting here waiting for somebody to return. You've got to change that to like, I've already decided. It's not for me. So even if they do return, I say no to it. You have to resist the devil and he will flee. If you have not in that energy, God says you have to stand strong against. So this may be you. Maybe you haven't, you have to demonstrate it in 3D. You're being tested. Stand strong against the devil and he will flee. So you've made a consciousness, it's in your conscious awareness that this is a no for you. So you send that vibration out. That's how you know you've healed. That it doesn't matter what they come in and offer you, it's a no. Because you already are aware. It's just awareness. This is another collective message really, because we need masculines to be more aware of the feminine energy. We talk about the narcissists being males, but there's a lot of histrionic women. Right? The men cannot talk about it. Then you just like repeat the pattern. So you could look at the collective and say a lot of divine masculines have recreated their upbringing. They've been attracted to a Jezebel and they've attracted them in. It's the same pattern. But we'd like to think we're a bit more evolved than that. That there's been an awakening here. And that the divine masculine is activating his courage, his strength, through his divine feminine, who is aligned with the divine. That means that she went to God, and God sent his son, and she's received the Holy Spirit. Not that she's just saying spirit this, spirit that. Anyway, once you receive the Holy Spirit, then you'll get to see who does not have the Holy Spirit. Without it, you will not know. So there's a discernment for you. This is how you're going to know when your decision is aligned with your heart's true desires. That wipes them out, completely wipes the narcissist out. Now, in a lot of people, right, in the tribe, God's been showing me that your mother has been the narcissist. We always think of the father. And that's why they get under the radar. And what we see is that in their reality, it's smoke and mirrors, because a lot of times they are devoted to the church, or they belong to the church, or they work for the church, or they something to do with religion that will cloak them in being able to have this behavior, because nobody would think of them. It's like when you have like a setup, what's it called? And then you have like you're running a racket, you know, like it's a pizza shop, but really it's a recruiting for children, for the O-files. So the pizza place is running a racket for something more sinister underneath, right? So you're getting to see all the rackets. People are running rackets in your life. This is where I did, I think it was called Landmark Forum. And Landmark Forum believe that, you know, you carry your past relationships with you. So you're on your first date and you've got every pair of glasses that you have on is a relationship that you were been through. So you're looking through that lens. So sometimes you're both at this date and both of you have 6 pairs of glasses on. And you can't even see each other because of all the past relationships in the way. This is how the narcissist can activate all that and trick you. Not you. Divine Feminine's here on this channel. Right? You're more relaxed, more interested in healing, more interested in receiving, more interested in your spirituality. So that means you've had to detach from a lot of people, even your mother in some cases. And that's heavy, like that's big. So you're like, okay, well, I'm not a part of this matrix tribe. I was born into it, but I am not of it. I am of a higher vibration. So with you, it stops. That's why God used you. in the past, right? People getting away with it, they meet you, it stops. Their heart opens, or they have some epiphanies, they understand, karma. Then you're meant to move on. Chariot, move on. Look at the mammoths, will you? Look at the driving force. That's the twin flames, and that's Jesus at the helm. Calling Archangel Michael to guard you and to guide you and to protect you. Archangel Michael, we call upon you now to cut all cords of fear that are draining our health and vitality. You're not going to miss a trick. Affirm that. You're here now aligned with your own heart's desires. So if it doesn't work out, you must believe this is for my heart's true desires. Don't make it mean anything else. Don't get into the low vibration, because that takes you straight into, look, underneath that, the Knight of Swords. So this is about Nine of Swords, sorry. So this is about keep moving forward. Keep moving. The Chariot, keep moving forward. The Foresight, this shows me too that you believe in something better, that you do believe in a higher power, that you do believe that your soul had a bigger plan for you. This cannot be it. Oh. Four of Wands. Ah, a revelation. A revelation of who your beloved is. You have to be fierce in this hour. I've never spoken like that before, but it's just a timing thing. You're not going to be fierce like this forever, okay? But this is guarding your inheritance. This is guarding your soul's eternity, your happiness. God doesn't want you to be upset. No way. You're like, no, he doesn't. You don't either. But then we get controlled in the mind because there's something familiar. This is you cutting the cords of all the familiar patterns. Just imagine never having felt loved from your own mother. What an intense pattern to break. Look, that's the Holy Spirit descending, and that's the MK Ultra programming breaking. If you don't know what MK Ultra programming means, they've taken it from the monarch butterfly. God showed it to me again. He said, you don't explain that very well. I go, I know. But the monarch butterfly has a migration that takes 3 lifespans to get there. So the memory code from the first portion of the trip is in the next generation because they have to get back there. And they have to go. So then in the 3rd generation, they have the memory code of the distance so they can get all the way back. So they realize that in the 3rd generation, it's the strongest because they have, and if you look at pain, there's pain in 3 generations collective. There's a memory code there that you're breaking. Why? Because you're ordained. There's something much better for you. The Knight of Wands. So this is on the move. This is a house move. Something comes up that you'll be able to exit. There's an exit stage left. So some of you need to be in a different geographical location. Just like, I cannot believe that's there. I cannot believe that's there. Wow, this is commitment here. And this is what you're ready for. So you're ready for your match. Right? There can't be a wimp. There can't be like, otherwise it's like dealing with a cowardly feminine energy. Look at you, Queen of Pentacles here. Who's the king of the castle? So this guy's castle must be bigger. They must be able to stand on something. And this is really, in this particular hour, it's going to be very obvious. We've got the Death here and the 10 of Cups and Justice underneath that. So you're saying no to anything that threatens your independence here, your stability. The Queen of Pentacles is very resourceful, and she will guard her property. She will guard her animals. Right? This woman can make money from the herbs in her garden. She can make clothes. She can make a meal. She's very, very hands-on. She can go out into the field and work all day. She's very reliable. She's sturdy. She's somebody that you can talk to. Then you got justice under here. The Knight of Swords, death. Oh my God, I'm going to have to do a little extension, a little bit. Death and the Ten of Cups. Why is the Death card here? This is, I think, this is how you know, because you've said no. Once you let it go, the energy will collapse. And then you go into the Ten of Cups. So let me just have a look at death, because it's justice there. What is that? Oh my gosh, look. You're kidding. Look at that. It has to be over because of the timing. All is not what it seems when it's fatal attraction. We're saying fatal because we just found out in the extension, if you didn't watch that number 45 extension, it was heavier than what I thought. All right, what does death mean? Death. If you let this go, this is your justice, you receive your Ten of Cups. If you understand that you don't want that anymore, you believe that there's something better and that what's yours can't be taken from you. So who cares what the narc's doing? Who cares that he's sorry? Or who cares that he's missing you? It's like, really, who cares? That's his justice. He did that. That's nothing to do with you now. That's over. So you don't even want to read about it. You're standing here on your truth. You're wanting commitment. You know why? You know why you want commitment? Because, you know why you want loyalty? Because that's what you give. Divine feminine, divine masculine. You give loyalty. Is disloyalty a deal breaker? So were you betrayed? Then that's it. It's over. That person showed you that's what they do. So that's why you can't let them in. I'm going to have a little snapshot here. This is you saying, I am divine. I am on a mission to bring unconditional love to planet Earth and her inhabitants. I am aligned with the divine, therefore, what is mine by divine right. This is an alignment of twin flames. Oh my gosh. This is the hardest thing to do, but this is what frees you, is going back to the initial perpetrator. And I don't know how. Like, you can forgive. It's like, what a hard mission to forgive. Like, if this person is representing your mother, because we did find out a lot in the extension. I go to the Truth Portal where I can speak openly. So thank you very much for your purchases on extension 45. It will change your life. It could save your soul. You need to know that. So please purchase that. Speaking your truth here and forgiveness. So for this to end, for this to be completely over in your life, that means it's gone. It's gonski. Anyone who's going to tamper with your ability to have stability, so it's over. What was I going to say there? Oh, because you can forgive them and then set them free. Say, I am free and you are free. I forgive you. I forgive myself. I go, God, forgive me for not trusting in you. That's all he wants. Because this is what's on order. There's a Knight of Wands here. This is a movement. Right? So this is, I'm saying, as soon as this death happens, as soon as you can stand in your power and go, even if this person presents with everything that I want, it's a no, because I already got it. I get who they are. Whoa. That's you. I have the power to say no and walk away. No longer a slave to the Egyptians. What the frig does that mean? Oh, no. This is all this is waiting for to manifest, is for you to clear it out. To say no. That's how you know you're healed. Do you want more of the same, or are you ready for something new? Can't wait to get over through this message. I want to get on to new things. But this is happening. Then you clear your space. You go, I don't want to think about that person anymore. You definitely do not want to listen to a reading about them or listen to about what their karmic's doing. It's so toxic. It's disgusting. Lots of readers are living there. They're living there. So then that's a fallen divinity. Right? That masculine's fallen. So they're reading fallen angel energy. Now, when you take that energy into your body, then you would be, that's a spell that's on you. So then you get, oh, I see. You get taken into it, don't you? Let's have a look. This is the womb, sacred heart womb of the twin flame union. It is something. And this, you saying no to this, cutting this out, even if it's your mother. Because we replicate the relationships we had as children in our other relationships if they're unhealed. And you go, well, that doesn't see in society. It looks like you're the problem. Jesus says you must put me above that. Oh my gosh. Transformation, transformation. You have no worries. Relax and allow yourself to go through this transformation. This will bring you in the trust that you need to propel yourself forward. Now, if there is a divine masculine, when he comes in, you have to know, in your spirit, you have to know that he came in 75% to find you at that 25%. He has to actually meet you there. It's not like 50-50 like a normal relationship. It's 75-25. This creates the new energy field. This is the last ditch effort of the game players. Casting spells, manipulation. Why? For things to go their way. Why? Because they owe karma. So they've got to get on their knees and say sorry to the Father, or they have to sacrifice something to the devil. Far out, eh? This is it. You're being, no, you can't bring your couch in here. That's from the last reading. This is you keeping that space free without putting in like, oh, woe is me, or they don't want me, or they didn't love me, or they're not, they would. Listen, how do you know if a guy really wants to talk to you? How do you know if your divine masculine really wants to be with you? How do you know that? Because he's telling you that. He wants to. Listen, he's not going to do anything he doesn't want to do. So if he's not talking to you, it's because he doesn't want to. So that's enough for you. That's cool. See ya. Why would you want to go into a reading why he doesn't want to talk to you? It's going to take you out of this energy. This is where you're meant to be. You're actually being uplifted by angel wings out of this. And you're going to be in the 10 of Cups very soon. This is your justice. Stay strong. It's always like it's don't give up just before the miracle occurs. Now I am going to go into this because look, this is a flip. So I am going to do an extension here. They're rather cost effective and they do support the channel. They make the channel keep going, actually. So if you're interested in hearing more of these readings, thank you for supporting me there. And thank you for receiving the Holy Spirit and becoming a beacon of light at the Members Lounge, where we're dwelling in the heart, ready and preparing for our union. in 3D. Hopefully you can join me there. This will be extension number 46. Don't miss it.